Good evening to all. Seated on the dais, Honorable Member of Legislative Assembly, Tripura, Sri Vishwaketu Debbarma, Professor Biplab Haldar, Pro Vice Chancellor, ICFA University, Tripura, Sri Vishwabrata Sinha, Managing Director, TNGCL, Dr. A. Ranganath, Honorable Registrar, ICFA University, and other dignitaries, students, guardians, members of the faculty. I think this is my third IKD I am coming to. I have become almost a permanent chief guest of this ICFA. Well, if you are not bored with me, I can come back again next year.
Definitely, sir.
It's a wonderful feeling to be here. Youngsters, faculty members from all over India. Such beautiful diversity as like our own nation, which is diverse, colorful, with so many thoughts, so many contradictions. And this university in Tripura reflects that. And you know, today in India we have almost 65% of the population consisting of people under 35 years. And we have a history, a culture that is many millennia old. It's a beautiful contradiction. People say contradictions are not good, but this is a beautiful contradiction. Old in history, old in culture, young in population. This is one of the unique combinations that every nation hopes for, and we are today here. And you are here, in fact, the students especially. And you are celebrating Technoculture Festival. What a lovely word. That is also a contradiction to the Western world, technology and culture. But we in India, the Indian thought, always thought, the Indian thought is that science and culture or technology and culture are not opposites. They are not contradictions. They are complementary. Because the purpose is same. The purpose is same. The upliftment of mankind. In science is for the upliftment of mankind. Culture is also for the upliftment of mankind. That's why in Sanskrit our old sages, ancient sages said, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. The truth is one. We are looking for happiness, for prosperity of our planet. And in many ways, be it through culture, be it through science, be it through technology. So the term technoculture is also an Indian concept. A concept of nation building. How to use. In fact, let me put it that way. The word technoculture is the image of India today. Young population, ancient culture. Technology that is young, vibrant, and the word culture, which is millennium old. And many youngsters actually ask me, because I speak a lot on nationalism, on nation building. And I always remind them of a man who is a bridge, whose thoughts are a bridge that bridges the gap between the past and the present. and that is Swami Vivekananda. He asked the youth of India for three things. Three things, he said, very simple things are required for nation building. The first thing he demanded was pride. Pride in our culture. Pride in our history. This is not to say that everything in the past was glorious. But we must feel pride in our culture, in our history, in our past, or whatever was good. Because no nation, especially no young nation, which does not have pride in history and culture and the past, cannot rise. Second thing he asked for from the youth was pain in the present. Pain in the present means not to put up with injustice of the present. To always think that we can set it right. Whatever the injustice may be, whatever the deprivation may be we see, we should feel pained. We should feel the pain as the man or the woman who is being pained. I am saying this today because you are from the fortunate people who belong to this wonderful ICFA University. And millions like you, of your age, do not have that privilege to come to a university of this standard. So one should feel the pain of those people who are not being able to come. That is the pain of the present, as Swamiji said. And the third thing he said was more important. If you must have pride of the past, pain of the present, and dreams of the future. Unless you have a dream, you will end up nowhere. And every young boy or a girl, every young lady or gentleman has a dream that I must become a successful engineer, I must become a successful lawyer. And when that dream broadens, that I must do something for my society, I must do something for my nation, that dream becomes a vision. So nation building, according to Swamiji, was on these three fundamentals. And what are those fundamentals? Pride for the past, pain of the future, of the present, and dream of the future. It is nothing very complicating. And the India of tomorrow is being made here in front of me. The India of tomorrow is being made in front of me here. It's not made in my minister's office, nor is it made in some other office. The future of India is being made here. And we as Indians truly believe that in whatever we do, there must be a morality. The other day I was reading a book by Shimon Peres, the former president of Israel, who was also the prime minister of Israel. It was called No Place for Small Dreams. No Place for Small Dreams. It was a wonderful book. And what touched me in that book when he said, the splitting of the atom was one of the most important inventions or discoveries. It led to the finding of nuclear energy, nuclear medicine, but it also caused the bomb to fall on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. He said, the internet is a glorious discovery, glorious invention, whatever you call it. It gives you information at your fingertips. But it can also become a tool of hate to spread hatred. It could spread hatred to millions in a few seconds. Then he sums up and says, the difference is that whether that internet will be used for the good of mankind or not, only morality can define that. As the chairman of TNGCL was saying, More than knowledge, wisdom is required. And it is that wisdom. Morality is that wisdom. How to use the information, how to use technology for the nation, for mankind. And this is what is learned in colleges and universities and schools. And I always say this, what you learn in class is important, what you learn outside class is more important. In class, we imbibe knowledge. Outside class, we learn to live, to use that knowledge with our wisdom, with our moral senses. So these festivals are as important as any classroom. Here you create, you perform, you interact with each other, make friendships, learn to communicate. And these are human skills that can't be taught in the classroom. These are human skills that come by practice, by living together, by communication, by understanding. So this festival is as important as any other curriculum in your university. I was talking to Professor Haldar that I would try, if it comes through, that some of the students of this lovely university should be involved also in some rural development work. Because it is in the villages that India lives. It is in the villages that we find reality. So I would like the students to participate in some rural development activities which Professor Haldar was mentioning. And we will talk on it. I've asked the people from this university to visit me in my office. Because as I said, that India is being made here, I believe it. That what Tripura will be like tomorrow, what our nation will be like tomorrow, is all determined in our educational institutions and in the wisdom of our young generation. So I wish this function, cultural function, ICARIA, all the best. And I like those two hosts that you have put, both are lawyers, upcoming lawyers. So we have a lot of lawyers on stage, two lawyers hosting the show. One is your chief guest, guest of honor. And we'll hope to see you again. I wish this function all success. I know some singers and artists are coming from outside, and I'm sure this is going to be a magnificent show. I wish I could be a part of it, but I keep a little busy these days. Otherwise, I'd love to hear some music and hear some noise of students I haven't heard for a long time. And the ICFI students seem to be very well disciplined. Huh? I think all of you are very, scared of Professor Haldar or something. All of you are very quiet students. We were not quiet students when we were there. We used to scream and shout in our festivals. Huh? That adds flavor to it, by the way. Thank you so much for inviting me. We'll hope to see you again. Thank you so much.